For as long as humans looked up, we've asked one question that dwarfs all others. It's a question that changes the very definition of what it means to be human. Are we alone?
Do what I'm saying? We all famous. I drop my top right now and this big old brainless. Mama, I made it.
Welcome to the We All Famous show. I'm Sim Bogues, my partner CL. What it do, homie?
Already, we all famous, baby, in the building.
Look, man, today we're looking up in the stars again. I'm back on my UFO alien blast, you know what I mean? So the United States government just released some classified files of UAPs, unidentified flying phenomena, aka UFOs. But it's stuff that I've already seen on the internet before. So are they really releasing something? Or are they trying to distract us?
Once again, say, can we see? There's some aliens around me. I don't know if it is. I think they try to distract us, man. Once again, they trying to distract us. That's the diversion tactic, once again, to try to, not just the American people in general.
Yeah.
You know, to not focus on how effed up the government is right now and how messed up they got the world, or the gas, the food, the everything messed up right now. The Epstein files, everything.
It's
the diversion.
I get it, man. I mean, I can see that, you know, but I have a question.
Serious as counts.
Yeah. Again, I ask, are we alone? The answer got to be no, certainly no. And the reason I come to that conclusion is because the sheer scale of the stage. When you look in the sky at night and you see a tiny little star, that's a whole nother galaxy. You know what I'm saying? It contains roughly 2 trillion other galaxies. So it's no way we could be alone.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily talking about aliens. I'm talking about life forms. It could be just something in the ocean swimming something.
Mm-hmm.
Microorganisms is what they call it.
Yeah. But either way, like I say, I feel like it got to be, we're not the only one. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the micro or this crow or that crow or no kind of crow. It could just be crow, for all we know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is, but I know it got to be a life form, just like it got to be a God, it got to be a Jesus, it got to be something else.
Right.
Outside of it.
Well, I do a lot of reading.
I know.
You know, listening. You know, scientists use something they call a Drake equation.
Mm-hmm.
And not the artist Drake.
Yeah. Which I would think.
Yeah. So the Drake equation estimate the number of active community extraterrestrial civilizations. I know that was a lot of words, Seth, but all they're using is the equation to say, hey, this planet that's 1 trillion miles away have the same composition that Earth. You know, oxygen, carbon dioxide. So life could possibly be on this planet. Not necessarily saying it's humans or some other extraterrestrial, but it's saying life could exist. The conditions are there. So that's what that is about.
Well, it's hard for me to understand the Drake equation, because if we got galaxies and stuff that's beyond our reach, how do they even know that? If it's beyond our reach.
The Hubble.
Oh, Lord. What's the Hubble?
It's a telescope that could see billions of miles away. I mean, we haven't visited there. So I think.
But that's a telescope.
Hey, man, but it's the most high.
I could look outside and see what's going on outside of your window right there, but I don't know what the temperature is.
Well, it's something outside that window. In that pool. That's living. That's not supposed to be in the pool, but it's living.
But that's reachable.
The point is, you can see, your eyes as a telescope. You can see if it's a little bug swimming in the pool, even from your eye. You know, that's been corrected. But look, let's just assume that life is 1 in a billion, right? In another billion universes, it got to be some more life form. That's all I'm saying. You know, every star you likely see has planets. You know what I'm saying? The sun is a star.
Right.
The sun is surrounded by 9 planets in our solar system?
That's what they say.
So every star got planets around. So you mean to tell me we the only planet that's in the Goldilocks zone? What is Goldilocks zone, Simple? That's what you should have said that. Yeah. What you supposed to say?
Well, we know the sun, for one, it's too hot for anybody to be there, right? So what was the purpose of us going to the moon? Why you want to go around the moon? If there's nothing there, what we going to see the moon for? Just to see the craters in it?
Scientists, bro. I don't know. So and I think they're trying to. Your boy Elon Musk trying to build a civilization or somewhere where you can live on the moon. But look, let's just say that are we not the only ones out there? Why they silent? Maybe we the first. Maybe we being quarantined. Maybe they think everybody on Earth got COVID or the hantavirus or something. That, we just nasty. I don't know. Or maybe we just haven't been looking in the right direction. What do you mean, Sim? Once again, huh? Look, babe. Look.
What's the hantavirus?
The hantavirus is a virus that's carried by rodents, which is nasty because you have to either be around rat feces, rodent feces, or piss.
Yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense.
Look, back on topic. I just asked you what it was.
It's okay, bro. This is our show. We don't do whatever we want.
You know I drift off in a minute, but that's just the hantavirus. I like, what they even come with the name for? How you come up with a name for something that...
I don't know how I can't get Hannah from rodent. It don't make sense. So, but hantavirus, yeah, that has nothing to do with rodent.
Yeah, that sounds like some a chick who had the virus before, and that sounds like after her.
No, that sounds like G Banks made up it.
Like he make up everything else.
Hey, oh man, slugs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks. But what if we have been contacted? Because if you look back at our oldest stories, the descriptions are always there. I'm finna go biblical for you.
Please do.
Because all the believers, the Christians, they they not believers like that. Look, take the book of Ezekiel in the Old Testament. Ezekiel describes a great cloud with fire flashing forth and wheels within that moved in any direction without turning. Their rims full of eyes. That's what's in the Old Testament. To the ancient witness, that this seems like a divine chariot. To the modern engineer, it sounds like a description of a craft that moves multi-directional with propulsion at high speed. So throughout history, the descriptions remain consistent. Advanced technology interpreted through the lens of the era's vocabulary. Because in that era, they thought divine chariot. In our era, we saying UAPs.
Right.
So it's always been there.
So that means even they've been way more advanced than us, than we've ever been in our life. Then that means that civilization might be way more advanced than us then, because for them not to know what it was back then, and then today's scientists will see it as something else, that means they way more advanced
Way
than us.
more advanced than us. Yeah, exactly. So ocean-based theory. We've explored less than 5% of our own oceans. And I think I heard you say one day that it's more what you say?
You told me I said more water, but I should have said it's more ocean than earth.
Right.
It's way more ocean
Than
water, Pacific Oceans or whatever they want to call it, sea, than it is earth. So so we don't even know what's beneath the sea.
Right. So we've explored less than 5% of our own ocean. So if you was an advanced civilization, aliens, want to observe Earth, human beings, without being disturbed or without humans seeing you, where would you go?
In the ocean. And guess what? By them seeing that long ago, they say dip down in the ocean.
Yeah.
Now, lately, they talking about they trying to make aircrafts to come out the ocean.
Right.
So that lets you know how they try to, even they using other people's technology, with those people who got to be way more advanced than us, the reptilia, alien people, got to be way more advanced than us, but we make it seem like we the one created something that's really been out maybe 30, 40 years.
Well,
we
probably, the United States government, the reason they holding on to this secret, I think, my personal opinion, is that they have technology that would stop helping others make money. Like, what if they had energy where none of us had to pay energy costs? We didn't have to use oil and gas to move around.
Yeah,
like it was free. Like you could have some kind of equation where I could power my house without having to, pay whatever the utility company name is, or without having to have gas in my car. Go pay $100 to fill up the truck because we had water. Look, the trenches of the Pacific are more alien to us than Mars. There's theories that we aren't being visited from another solar system, but that they're already here. A civilization is sharing the planet, and they just hidden in the depths of the ocean.
Yeah,
and that's very possible.
Yeah, and like I say, that's a diversion tactic. The government, like I say, like the same way they diverting us from everything else that's right before our eyes, They trying to make you look up in the sky to make you think everything that's alien-like is in the sky, but everything that may be alien-like may be beneath us. They got us looking up the wrong direction. So that's basically what they're doing. Got us looking in the wrong direction for all the answers that's right beneath
below us. Yeah. What if the aliens is in the ocean and we just the tribe in the Amazon? We living on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it could be possible. Humans, we are a young species. We still fighting over borders. You know who control this land, who control this oil. You know what I'm saying? If finding out we not alone, wouldn't that just put life in perspective?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As human beings, wouldn't we be like, hey man, we not alone?
Yeah, but the thing it is, I think a lot of people know we're not alone, but it's just the thing it is that most the way the world operates, they want you to think we are alone.
Who is they?
You know who they is. The complexion.
Ah,
Yeah, you know who they is. They want to make it seem like what'd you say, silo?
Silo.
Yeah, they want to make it seem like that's it. And they always want to make it seem like we're the strongest. They don't want people to know that we're the weakest.
We are the weakest, man.
We are the weakest, but they don't want people to know that they're, because that's how they put that guerrilla tactics on us.
Hey, look, you're right. A clock is wrong twice a day. Or right twice a day.
You want get it right, man. Get it right. Right, at least 2-3 times this show already.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, you need to go put some money on black at the roulette table.
And I ain't one of them cuckoo. It ain't no cuckoo clock either.
You sure? You laugh real confident, are you sure? But look, Steven Spielberg is returning with his next major project. It's an original UFO film titled Disclosure Day. Many details remain under wraps. The story follows Daniel Kellner, starring Josh O'Connor. He's a cybersecurity specialist on the run after discovering government secrets. The narrative centers around tension between institutional cover-ups and the public's demand for full disclosure. That's what we're going through right now. Think about it. As a massive alien presence makes its way towards Earth. What about all those NASA scientists unalived or missing? It's kind of weird. What we always say, they put it in movies.
They put it in movies. And so are they confirmed that they unalive, or they still just missing?
Is some missing and some unalive themselves.
How many total is it?
I think it's like 14 now.
But like I say, that's the world we live in. Every time people discover stuff.
I mean, but just think about that. 11 to 14, I don't know the real number, don't sue me. 11 to 14 NASA scientists have unalived themselves or are missing. The general that was over this secret location that had to do with space and all that, he just walked away from his house. He missed it. Now you getting ready to drop this movie that's about a cybersecurity person that's on the run because he's discovering government secrets. Like I say,
Yeah.
makes you say,
Things that make you say, And like I say, all of them can't just be unalive. And I don't think all of them probably could. Some of them probably could just went into a whole different life. I don't know if they got the means or the way to just move on to a different life and start a whole new life over with. But that lets you know, for that to happen, they know some stuff that the government don't want to put out there for the public to get. And those people, by them knowing so much, you got to figure a way to make it look like they kill themselves, make them disappear, or they disappear on their own.
I guess my whole thing is if we have recovered alien aircraft, which I think is possible, and it had non-human pilots or whatever, how can you keep that secret with thousands of people, in the military, contractors, how you somebody gonna say something. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody gonna sneak out some kind of file or something. I mean, there's leakers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So if intelligent life exists beyond Earth or beneath our waves, the real question might not be if they are there. The real question is when they finally decide to introduce themselves, will we be ready to listen?
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, keep looking up, or maybe keep an eye on the horizon, or maybe when you out fishing, look at the waves and see if something dip. You know what I'm saying? Look, if this your first time, don't make it your last time. You got to subscribe to get notified. I'm Simbo, this CL, and we are famous.
Acer, no chaser. Yeah.
Bitch, we toting chopper.